Hey up, how are we doing? Let's pop open the chat now that we're live. I've got a bit of a glow. It's very warm. I do have my trusty fan should I need it. The only problem with this, I mean it's lovely on the back of your head. The only problem with this is it gets a little bit, it interferes with the mic and makes things a bit crackly. So I'll only use it when I really need to use it. But anyway, how are we all doing? It's good to see everyone. So first one in was Vicky. Hello, nice to see you. Followed by Magus. Hello. Marilyn, Lily Rose, Jasmine. Hello, hello, hello. How are you all doing? And Caroline, nice to see you. Dawn, Kathy, Mary Beth, hello. Greeting from Los Angeles, welcome. Ferdiad, hello. And Tina. We have Cheryl, hey Cheryl, how you doing? Bonnie, Apox, Nadine, our Chris, hi Chris. We also have Tammy Pie, hello Tammy Pie. And oh, I'm already hot. Luna, hello Luna. We have Donna, nice to see you Donna. Trio, hello Trio. Very warm, but you've got your fans and candles going. No candles lit, no candles lit today, Robin. I've got something to show you, Robin, actually. Simply Han, hello. If you set it up behind you, point at the back of your head, I doubt we'll be able to hear it. Won't it be straight onto the mic, though? I kind of want it on my face at the moment. Golden, hello. Ellen, hello. David, hello. Larch, hello. Jared, hi Jared. And Unseen. Adam, hi Adam. And I think I caught up. There's a candle right behind you. Is it a battery? Yeah, it's the witch's campfire thing that I picked up next to my, well, you can't see my witch. Yeah, this isn't a candle. And then I have my Pendle witch that sits next to it. She's by her little campfire. She's just a little bit out of shot. There she is. But yeah, my candles and things I've not lit. It's just although I do have a coffee. I do find sometimes, because I've been drinking pints of Ribena, sugar-free Ribena with ice, that cools me down, but also straight after finish them I get red hot again. But hot drinks like coffee, it can cool you down. How is that even possible? So I was going to have another drink, but I thought, no, I'll have a big, tall, cold drink. I thought, no, I'll have a coffee. But Robin, you've just showed your deck, and I mentioned the Devil card and where I'd seen it before. This is the Tarocca Studio Victorian Tarot. I love this. It was a gift from Sandra a few years back now. I think it was a birthday present. But the Devil card, I knew I'd seen it somewhere before, and it's there, look. I think yours was zoomed in a little bit more, but this is a great tarot deck, really beautiful. I know not everybody's into black and white decks, but this one is really good. 3 of Cups, look. Yeah, Victorian Tarot by Tarocca Studios. And it's similar art style with the kind of like the pencil etching. Yeah, I find that coffee can neutralize you in heat. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? I've been drinking more tea too. I miss Ribena so much. Ribena, I think it's probably my favorite cordial. I buy the blue Ribena, the one that's sugar-free. But yeah, it is so good. In the States, I don't think blackcurrant, from what I remember from when I was over there years ago, everything that was purple was like grape flavored. And I love it. When I went to New York, what was it now, 18 months ago? Gosh. I loved that I could have grape juice again. So you can get it here. You can, but it's not as popular. Ours is mainly blackcurrant. I can drink tea in any weather. I read that as I gave birth. I have the birth of freedom from Tarocco, great deck. They don't have Ribena in Spain. I used to drink it all the time in the UK. Wow, I wonder why. I drink a lot of cranberry juice. We get grape juice from Aldi. It's lovely. Is it the Welshers? Can't believe 18 months since your UK trip, Simon. You mean my US trip? Yeah. I know. It doesn't feel like that long. Robin says, I brought the Ribena from my grocer's brick shelf, but I couldn't figure the proportion and don't like artificial sweetener taste. You couldn't figure, yeah, you only need a bit. I tend to feel probably, I like my Ribena quite strong, so I tend to do probably 75% water and then 25% Ribena. Simon, I pulled your Hermit card from my new blue tarot. Cheryl's selling those decks now. It's really cool. But there's an exclusive UK edition with an extra magician card. I'm like, man, do I want to buy the blue tarot again? Just have one extra card? Do I? I need to give it some thought. I'm not buying anything else now before Glastonbury, which is in 2 weeks. Gosh. Welsh's Concord grape juice is the best. Almost makes your mouth pucker up. Yeah, when I went to New York, where I stayed was dead opposite a Target. I know. But I didn't know that 18 months ago. And I kept nipping over and getting some grape juice. I thought I'm gonna make the most of this whilst I'm here. But even like the sweets over there, the purple, the grape, not blackcurrant. She gave me the extra magician card. You better ask her. She gave you the extra magician card. I can't stand sweetener either. It has an unpleasant aftertaste and makes me more thirsty. That's the version I'm selling, exclusive to Oneness. Oh, I thought it was exclusive to the UK. I really can't cope with artificial sweetener. Tastes bleh. It was the only thing that would help me get off sugar years ago. I haven't had sugar in the house for decades. I used to buy it in from when my stepfather used to come over because he would only have sugar in his tea. He had like 3. Yes, just swallowed my last mouthful of dinner. Cheryl, are you getting in more golden tarot linen? Or is that ship sailed? Well, that's interesting. Hi, Kim. Yeah, I think it was very limited, wasn't it? It was really hard to find out whether they were. Tell me if this is too distracting. I think they were really hard to work out until you open the box as well. But Cheryl says, we're waiting for some more to arrive, David. I think they're reprinting. I manage sweet and low in drinks, but discovered it only takes 1/3 of a pack to satisfy me, and then I don't notice the aftertaste. Hi, Jennifer. Thanks for stopping in and saying hello. not distracting. Can hear you very well. That's good. That's really good. So I just need to perhaps put it at the side of me a bit, like that. Oh, it's blowing on me from this direction. These are really good. If you're in the UK, these are £15. You charge them with a USB-C, and you can stand them as well. That once it blows up at me, as well as holding them. Sounds fine. I got the Hearts Path Tarot this week. Whilst it's beautiful, it didn't impress me, to be honest. Fell a bit flat. Oh, I really like that deck. I edged it. I think I showed it in one of the videos earlier in the week. For me, it's kind of taken the place now of Witcher's Wisdom. It's what I wanted kind of Witcher's Wisdom to be. I know we've already covered that anyway, so I won't keep repeating myself. Could someone spell out Ribena for me? R-I-B-E-N-A. I'm in Scotland, I hardly need it. Yeah, Ferdy had spelt it. Hi Saskia, nice to see you, how you doing? So, I wasn't here last week, was I? So last Saturday was the first of two end of academic year nights out. Well, it was a day out actually last week. It started at me catching the train around 11:45 in the morning, meeting everybody about 1:30 after I checked into my hotel. Really nice. It was a scorcher of a day, so lots of outdoor beer garden type places, finishing with a meal at the end of the night. I was in bed for 10:30 I think. Yeah, so that was nice. And then last night was the big one where, you know, everybody on the campus that I manage, we all went out last night after work. We are still there for another week, actually. Well, as in our learners and stuff, but it's because lots of people are going on holiday the next day after we've broken up. So we decided to do it the week before. So that was really nice. Hi, Tom. Where did you go, Simon? So we went to an Italian restaurant called Dino's in Nottingham, which was nice. And then just had a few drinks in town afterwards. I actually went to a club for the first time in, I don't know. So it's called Pop World. I don't know if it's a chain. And I was really self-conscious about going, but actually when I got in there, there was people of all ages, like all ages, all different walks of life. And it was as cheesy as hell. They were playing, you know, everything from modern music, but then we had like 80s, we had ABBA, Boney M, Rasputin, and it was just great. Everybody just let the hair down. I came away about 12:15, and I was home for past because it's only the other side of the square. So yeah, that was out clubbing. I know, me. I haven't done it for years, and normally I'm not an out. Living in the city, I don't like going out in the night time usually, especially around the square, because it can be a little bit dangerous. But was in a crowd. There's about 18, 19 of us by the end of the night. Some people went home after the meal, but it was okay. Yeah, we have a Pop World here. Have you been, Chris? Everyone's like, oh, let's just go and have a dance in Pop World. It was only £5 to get in. You got a stamp on your hand. I was like, gosh, I feel like I've gone back 30 years. And I was like, oh, you know, my age, going clubbing, all the kids that are going to be out. It just wasn't like that in there. You know, it was just fun. So that's where your hair went. Yeah, lots of dancing. Yeah, nightlife is tricky nowadays. Yeah, exactly. And when I left everybody, I only had to kind of like walk, but yeah, I had to go past loads of pubs and things, and I was like, I much prefer going out in the daytime, nice afternoon, sunny afternoon kind of things down by the waterfront or something like that. Do you dance? I mean, I did. I did. At first, I went to the bar first and just got a drink and kind of watched all my friends sort of dancing on the dance floor. But then they went and asked for erasure, and a little respect came on. I was like, oh, I've got to go and dance now, haven't I? They've requested it for me. And I just stayed on there. Did you pull, Simon? No, I don't go out pulling, Chris. My pulling days are well and truly over, thank God. There's only one pub in my village and it's shit. That's terrible. They are both still there as well, with the Welly and the Admiral Duncan. Admiral Duncan, we had Admiral Duncan in Nottingham, you know. It's now just called AD2. No, it's not even called that anymore. It's become a business unit or something. But it was AD2 after Admiral Duncan. But there's an Admiral Duncan on Old Compton Street, isn't there? I went in there with Sandra last year, Admiral Duncan. That was the pub that was nail bombed in the 90s, late 90s. A nail bomb went off in there. Terrible. I figured with ABBA you danced. Who can stand still to ABBA, right? And it was gimme, gimme, gimme a man after midnight. That one. Best not sing too much, I'll get a ban. And then straight after was Rasputin by Boney M, which is my favourite Boney M song. Admiral Duncan, is that the pub that got bombed? Yes. Yeah, a nail bomb went off in there. Terrible. Terrible. But yeah, Sandra and I went to Soho last year on one of our trips to London, and we just went in and had a cool pie. It was middle of the afternoon. There wasn't many people in there. I think there's only a couple of other tables, but it's very narrow, long, narrow bar. I need to have a drink in. Well, I had quite a few. We started off in a Wetherspoons, so we all met up about 6 o'clock. And Wetherspoons have got a cracking deal on cocktails at the moment, 2 for £8.30. I mean, so I had some Long Island tea, which was, I love that sour taste. My favourite all-time drink is whiskey sours. If anybody ever sees me in a pub or a club, whiskey sour. But you can't get them there, but they do Long Island tea, and that just has like a sour taste, so I quite like that. So of course you have to have two, because it's 2 for £8.30. Oh, so you're off your tits, excellent. Well, no, we'd had a meal in between. We went to Cozy Club. I don't know if you've got one of them in Glasgow, Chris. Ours is very posh. It's like a hunting lodge for rich weirdos. Really grand, huge chandeliers. I mean, I had a Hugo Spritz in there, and it was £11.50 for Hugo Spritz. I'm like, gosh. But it was nice to come out of the restaurant, just sit in some nice leather chairs in the Cozy Club. And then from there, the kind of polar opposite of Pop World. Anyway, why are we talking about clubs and pubs on Cuppa, catch-up and cards? When I used to live in Birmingham, UK, 20 years ago, before moving to Barcelona, Spain, there used to be a Wetherspoon deals of beer and curry for £5. Yeah. This is what... Just indulge me just for a couple of minutes, then I will move on. Weathers have stopped putting hot chocolate on their drinks machine. So you can get refills, which is like a bottomless coffee. So you can no longer have hot chocolate. You can no longer have a mocha, because there's like a sugar tax in this country to try and reduce, and they won't pay it. So they removed it, and it's all, oh, you can't have chocolate. It's really unhealthy. However, you can have a pint of beer at 8 o'clock in the morning with your breakfast. What's that about? It might not be 8 o'clock, but you know, you can order a breakfast and have a pint of beer with it, but you can't have chocolate in your mocha. What a world we live in. Rich weirdos, so entertaining. It's from Rocky Horror. I love a cozy club. The one in Bath has all sorts of unusual paintings and ornaments everywhere. Yeah, aren't they great? Negroni. I almost bought one of them last night and I changed my mind. I thought, best not mix them more than what I was mixing them. Bonnie Oracles. Talking of Bonnies, I've got to mention as well, we lost Bonnie Tyler this week. Oh, it was so sad. I love Bonnie Tyler. My mum used to love Bonnie Tyler. She had the song It's a Heartache before she had the huge hit with Total Eclipse of the Heart. I think my favourite was Hero. But yeah, she passed a couple of days ago, and yeah, it's really, really sad. I only watched an interview with her 3 weeks ago. I think it was filmed a few months before. I think the podcast is How to Fail. It's on YouTube. And I'd only just watched it a few days ago, and then she's passed away, so that's really sad. There's dog coffee shops here, corgi cafes. I love a Negroni or an old-fashioned. Hello, Nancy. Nice to see you. Okay, channel shout-out time. I like every so often to do a channel shout-out. Hi, Nancy. Have I just said hi, Nancy? Too many Long Island teas, I think, last night. Sad about Bonnie. It was sad about Bonnie. She wasn't that old, really, but she'd had a short illness and had been in an induced coma, and then, you know, that was in May, and she's never really recovered from it, which is sad. Yeah, channel shout out. So, a few months ago, probably about 3 or 4 months ago, I did version 3 of Get to Know Your Tarot Tubers, the A to Z. And just yesterday, well, actually it was during the night, so I saw it this morning, a new channel has started, and they're great. They're called The Doctor in Yellow. Only 17 subscribers, or as it was this morning. Why won't that show? Screenshot isn't working. Oh. So it's not showing on there, but it is showing on my iPad, so I can see that you can see it. But for some reason, it's not showing where I'm looking. But anyway, I'll pop it on again just to see if you can see it, because I can't see now unless I look at my iPad. But really interesting. The Doctor in Yellow. Only got 3 videos. First one is an introduction about them. And the second one, they're talking about the death and the judgment card. Then the third one is Get to Know Your Tarot Tubers. But if we can do our usual and show our love and support and give them a welcome to the community, because it's literally been the last few days that they've been, and they talk about our community really fondly, saying how much they enjoy the community. They want to add their voice to it. They said there's already a wealth of wisdom and knowledge in the community, and they just want to add theirs to it. So if we could give them a huge community welcome, tarot community welcome, that would be really, really lovely. Hello. How do you pronounce your name? New Perhosh? Parosh. It's nice to see you. And hello, MA, as well. We'll check it out. It's showing. Yeah, by the way, the unseen. I'll never forget. I'd give my left croissant. What? I love those VRs. Yeah, I really enjoyed doing them, and you know, I don't know if I'll do any more, but every 3 years I did them because there's always, you know, new people joining, and it's a great way to get to know people in the community. I found so many channels from following that tag. Another great channel is Happy Hippie. He's such a nice guy, very relaxing to watch. I need to Happy Hippie. Let's have a look. Spelt with a Y. Give them a... Oh, they're not coming up. There's loads of different things coming up. A Happy Hippie, so with like a HH logo. Or there's Happy Hippie Wild Living. Perhaps I have to put a link in. The Happy Hippie. Oh, there's loads of Happy Hippies. Loads. If you want to put a link in, then that's absolutely fine. But yeah, so the Doctor in Yellow, highly recommend. I think they're so articulate and clear and easy to listen to. I just think they'll be really great. Every now and then I flirt with the idea of starting a channel. Nancy, do it. Do a tag. Do the Get to Know Your Tarot Tubers A to Z. That's a great one to, if you're starting a channel, to introduce yourself to the community. That's a great one to do. Which is your favourite tarot card publisher? Ooh, from the mass market publishers? It's really hard. I mean, Rockpool have been bringing out some amazing decks recently in recent years. So they're good. Red Feather are good. US Game. There's too many. I can't really say. I mean, I love indie producers, publishers, independent publishers are great. But yeah, I think at the minute, when I see a deck is by Rockpool, I think, oh, this is going to be good quality, and they've been really good quality. Hi, Thace. Llewellyn for their great card stock. Oh, that's brilliant. It did flash through my mind to say something similar, and I thought, no, don't keep having a go at Llewellyn, Simon. Get over it. Although they, I don't know where I put it. I think I put it on my bookshelf now. Their Haunted Cottage. Oh, it's here. Which was the last video I've done. Can't fault the cardstock on their Oracle decks. So, you know, use the same cardstock for your tarot. I mean, I don't get it. Soul Seeker Tarot looks great. Yeah. There's a deck coming out that looks really good. Is it Tarot Vitae? It's Vitae, isn't it? I say it like Curriculum Vitae. Which is a kind of almost like, it's like a redrawing of the RWS, but it's got like a almost graphic novel type illustration. Sorry, I've got an itchy ankle. I don't know why. That's why I'm squawking away down here. I've been trying to start my channel since Feb, but I broke my leg the very day I was about to start filming, but we'll start again as soon. Wow. Hope it's healing okay. Soup Seekers last week. Soup Seekers. I don't get why Llewellyn always did such huge deck boxes and then tried to improve with slightly smaller boxes, but they're still too big. Soup Seeker. I don't know what Soup Seeker is. I've not seen that one. Soup Seekers, everybody's put in. Is Watkins open on a Sunday, Tom? I didn't know that. Very late. So glad Haunted Cottage cardstock is decent. Just ordered it 10 minutes ago. Yeah, it is. It's not bad. It's got a springiness to it. It feels quite soft. The lamination isn't a heavy lamination. It's got a nice, if you got the whole deck, it's got this supple sort of bendiness to it. Really nice. 7 days. Wow. I've had a glass of wine, okay? Oh, so it's not Soup Seekers. Is it a soup-themed tarot? Soul Seekers, right, I'm with you. Why didn't I even pick up on that? It's the weather, David. It's the weather. What else have I got to tell you before we look at some decks? Let's see. Oh, yes. Tomorrow. Oh, I keep wanting to burst into song. Tomorrow, I'm going on a channel that, incredibly, it's unbelievable to me that I haven't been on ever before, but I'm going on to Tarot Map with our Kasha. So this is the what we're doing. We're doing a YouTube memory lane live on Kasha's channel. She asked me a while back. Kasha and I have been online friends for 10 years, I want to say. She had a channel before I started. Don't ask me to pronounce what her channel used to be called, because I could never pronounce it. And then she became Tarot Map about 10 years ago, I think. But if you go to her channel and go to her oldest videos, you'll hear her introducing her channel at the beginning of the videos. And she asked me, she said, Simon, we ought to do something together, because we were talking about how things have changed over the years. And she said, shall we do some sort of collaboration? And we asked which channel, and she was like, have you ever been on mine? Because Kasha's been on my channel. I've interviewed Kasha in the past when I did my Catching Up With series. And I said, do you know what? That will be fun. And we put some things down. Well, I suggested some to Kasha. She suggested some to me, of things that we've noticed over the 10 years. Kasha, like I say, Kasha's been just over 10 years. I'm coming up to 10 years. And we was talking about some of the things that we've noticed that have changed. It might get a little bit spicy. Hopefully it's just going to be a bit of a giggle and fun as well. But just talking about the online tarot sphere, what it was like when we joined and what it's like now, and some of those changes, but also some memories of those years and some highlights and things like that. So it should be good. So if you want to join us, it'll be this time tomorrow, I think. Let me check that. Because Kasha's an hour ahead of me. Let me have a look. Talk amongst yourselves. Tarot Map. No, it's 6 p.m. UK time. So an hour before this time, because it's 7 p.m. where Kasha is. So 6 p.m. in the UK time. But I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to going on somebody else's channel and just hanging out and chatting, and yeah, so that'll be good. Kasha is amazing. I'm looking forward to it. She is amazing. I'm scrolling back now just to see. I can't remember where I got up to. You're talking about mass market debt, so I won't go as far back as that. Is there a link for Kasha's channel? Tarot Map. If you just type in Tarot Map, it comes up, unless somebody wants to put in a link. Are you doing that YouTube collaboration thing where it shows as both channels? No. So I'm glad Kasha's doing this, because she's doing it through Zoom. I've never used Zoom. So she sent me, there's about 3 different links to the chat, links to the, and I'm like, Kasha, I'm in your hands here. I've never used Zoom. Then if we click this, we should appear live, and I'm like, okay. So I've not used Zoom before, but Kasha uses Zoom. Spicy, you sharpening your claws for it, Simon. Whatever happened to Papa Squirrel's channel? Does anyone know? He just took down all his content and left. Some people do. Some people take down their content and go. Other people leave their content up and disappear. Some people say goodbye. Like Katie Flowers said, I'm not doing any more. But you can still watch her content. Other people don't. They just disappear, like Elle from Sacred Seed. It, you know, for whatever reason, people choose to move on, or sometimes we get conversions and people go. Looking forward to watching. It's 8 o'clock where I am. Looking forward to it. Kasha's channel. Thank you to Donna, who's put a link up. But yeah, tarot map. As soon as you type into tarot map into YouTube, it comes up anyway. There's nobody else called that. New to learning tarot, really enjoy. Oh, thank you, Graham. It's nice to that's nice feedback, thank you, and it's nice to have you with us. P and Ham is the emperor. P and Ham. I don't know what you're going on about. I'm not going to try and keep up with side sort of conversations because I end up getting more confused. See, this coffee has cooled me right down, so that's good. Right, so let's have a look at, because it's been a while. I wanted to, what should I show first? So I've had this for ages, and well, no, I'm going to start with this one first. So, as you know, I've been doing some clear out, and every so often I've been selling, getting rid of decks, either giving them away, passing them on, selling some, and I was going through one of the containers, and I saw this last year when I was going through and putting them into either here in the middle. This is already getting more full than I'm comfortable with as well, but anyway, and I saw it and I thought, I've not even opened this, so I thought, well, I'll put it into a container, because I've obviously not opened it for a reason. And then I was putting some into boxes to get rid of, and I saw it and I thought, I'm not going to get rid of something that I've not even opened or given it chance. And it's a deck called Dante Tarot. It's got to be 3 or 4 years ago I picked this up. I can't remember if I got this from Watkins on one of my visits, or whether it was in Glastonbury on one of my visits. But I know it's probably Glastonbury, because if I buy, say I'm in Glastonbury for a week or a few days, and I see decks, I think, oh, I'll buy that, and I come back with too many. Sometimes, clearly, I don't get round to open it. So I thought, well, I've had this, and it's in the nice Lo Scarabeo boxes, so it might be a decent one. And I thought, well, let's have a look at it, and I'll decide what I'm going to do with it. It's out of print now. Wow. It's out of print now. I've seen that Dante Tarot so many times in discount bookshops. Oh, was it from the works? Anyway, wherever it was from, it must have come in at a time where I'd got a lot of decks, and it's got pushed back and it never got opened. And that's happened a few times over the years. And yeah, I want to have a look at it. Now I'm thinking, went out of print about 6 months ago. Now I'm thinking, do I open it if it's out of print? I've got a sealed out of print deck. Robin says, I have that Dante deck. It's interesting and nice palette, but I think you sort of need to know his writing to fully appreciate it. I've never seen any decks in the works. Did they stop doing them? You used to get things like the Crystal Tarot and Elemental Power I picked up from the works once. Oh, it's on my get it list, but it's out of print. Open it. But it's out of print. No, I don't. Yeah, we're going to open it. See what I do for you guys. An out of print deck that's sealed, that are clearly not opened in like 3 or 4 years. You'll like Dante's Tarot, Simon. It's got a kind of Barockish medieval quality that's simple and stark. Discontinued. Open it, then edge it badly. Okay, I've opened it. Yeah, so it's in one of these nice, let me get that off. I'll have to put one up too. Dante was never one of my favourites. I still got the nightmares from school. I'm surprised, mind you, it's about, like I said, it's about 4 years ago, I think, 3 or 4 years ago. But I'm surprised it's not edged. It is on the nicer, thicker cardstock that you can see by that blooming image. I must have hundreds of these cards. Quite a chunky book, but obviously it's going to be in multiple languages. Purgatorio. The Divine Comedy. So it's telling you Dante's work, Dante's Inferno, understanding Dante, Exile. So there's quite a bit of information actually in here. Politics and public career. When was he alive? Oh, I like the backs, if that's the back image. I like that. That reminds me of that deck that that Ramon did for me on the Sunrider Oracle. Similar, but yeah. No. I think I've got another deck with the red sort of fleur-de-lis. Didn't know that about the works. Yeah, they have a small mind, body, spirit section. Is there more decks going out of print than usual recently? Cheryl should be able to tell. She's normally got a finger on it. Ah, she has. No more than usual, Adam. We just hear about them more now. Okay. How do publishers or creators decide to put a deck out of print? I don't know if they decide to do it. I think it's decided not to publish anymore. It'll be on sales, won't it? You know, if there's a demand, then they'll probably keep publishing them. But if there isn't, they'll probably think, oh, we'll stop producing that now. It's too expensive if the sales aren't there. I would imagine. Yeah, stops being profitable. Okay. Oh, it's glossy. I wasn't expecting it to be glossy. It needs a snap. Oh, that's a nice sound, isn't it? Take that out. Don't need that. Yeah, I like the backs. The backs are lovely. A red and cream, like the blood and custard. We get a title card, or they have like a gold background. I really don't know much. Now I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, yeah, they do look a little bit familiar. Who was it that said they were quite simple designs? So there is a sheen to them, so I'm gonna have to try and hold it where you can see it. Little red banner at the bottom. But yeah, it's quite simple. How do you matte shiny? How do you matte shiny or waxy decks? Is it like what is my favourite? For me it would be matte. Although I do like waxy decks as well, you know, you feel like you've got it on your fingers. It's sad that decks go out of print, it is. So it looks like the majors all have these kind of gold backgrounds with these red splotches, do you see? They are nice and simple. I like the muted colour palette on them as well. But is this, you know, like last week I showed the Hieronymus Bosch tarot, and it was actually it was his artwork, although isolated from a bigger piece of art, whereas the Lo Scarabeo Bosch tarot wasn't his artwork. It was based on his artwork but drawn by somebody else. Is this the same as what's happening here? I mean, how can you matte a shiny deck? I can't work with shiny. I don't know if you can matte it, really. I mean, some people put fanning powder on, don't they? But here's the Hermit. So you just get the Roman numeral at the bottom. I do like the simplicity of this. I think this will be good for nice, clear readings. That's an interesting wheel. It's a very small wheel for them to all be kind of cramped onto it. Strength is at 11. Oh, I like the death card. Look at that. I wonder if it's a pip deck then, because it looks very sort of... That death card is very sort of Marseille type death figure. I like Dante Tarot. It's got an understated, simplistic but medieval Marseille-ish charm to it. So is it Pip? No, it's not. I just had a quick sneak peek ahead. Look at the purple devil. I love that devil card. I got the Hieronymus Bosch deck this week, Adam. It's brilliant. I was going to say, I meant to ask you if you liked it, because you ordered it, didn't you, when we was in the premiere last Sunday. Definitely looks like a Marseille deck so far. It does, but then the pips are illustrated. This cardstock is really thick. It's decent. I think the devil is hilarious. Barney the dinosaur devil. 17 quid, still some left. Oh. So they must just be selling through on selling through on whatever they've got left then. Okay, so then we have our cups. So you can see that they're illustrated. They have a colour palette theme. So like the majors have these gold backgrounds. These have like a greeny type background. Watery green. Beautiful deck, Simon. Hello, Anna. Nice to see you. Oh, Diane's here. Hello, Diane. Too bad the pips are illustrated. You know I'm a total TDM girl. Absolutely. I mean, it's not an RWS illustrated miners. You can see the oh, well, it's the same with RWS in it. The number of pips accumulating, but it's not like it's a scene. It's just like there's just extra people. They're getting very crowded now that the number is going up. It's like they're in a room and they're each bringing a cup into the room. The images reflect RWS using characters from Dante's journeys through the three realms, similar to the Bosch. Okay. I mean, look at the 10. Look at the couple in the middle. How sweet. Not the best way to do it, or there? That's probably better, isn't it? And then we have our courts, but the number is 11, so it's not giving you page or anything like that, or knights or cavalier. We have 14, but you can see, I mean, that's very sort of, would that confuse me as a page? Because in the RWS, there is a fish coming out of a cup, but I can see that she's wearing a crown. I love the little dog at the side of her, look. And 13 would be the queen, and 14 the king. The deck caught my attention. And then we have our batons. I like this colour palette. So these are reds and blues. Do you know, I'm liking it. I'm liking it because it's kind of its own, it's doing its own thing. I know somebody said they're very RWS, but I'm not really seeing that. I mean, there was a couple in the 10 of cups. Adam's going to pull it out to get... Oh my, that is a baton. There's I like the subtle colours. Hi Niels, nice to see you. Just came back from Glastonbury a little over a week ago. Wow, what a shame it wasn't the same. Well, I'm there in 2 weeks. What a shame that our paths didn't cross again. I think last time you were there just before I was there. Was that last year? It was last year, wasn't it? How was Glastonbury? Did you enjoy it? And is that going to be like an annual pilgrimage for you to come to the UK and go to Glastonbury? We have our page and knave. Oh wow, look at that. The Queen. What's she standing on? Oh, she's standing on a crab. That's interesting. And what's that in the water? Not sure what that is. I mean, it's some sort of sea creature, isn't it? But I like the king. This colour palette is lovely. I might get this deck. Well, only a few left. It's out of print. So when they're gone, they've gone. Then we have our swords, which have these beautiful blue skies. Very sort of pastel, chalky. In 2 weeks. How exciting. Last year we were there in the summer as well. Yeah, well, for the last 4 years on the trot, we went for Samhain, but we decided to go for summer this year. I'm looking forward to going, particularly if what is forecast is possibly the hottest summer on record. Might be nice to go, and because I think every time I've been, it's rained. Not that I mind that. There's enough to do, you know. And there's always cafes and bookshops and things like that you can jump into. But it might be nice to go in the summer again. I've done 2 summers there, 2 Augusts. I love how the number of people are what's, as well as the swords. So like here for the 6 of swords, you've got 6 people and 6 swords. I've been about 20 times. Yeah, the Tor and the 2 sacred springs. I've got to put Glastonbury on my future travel list. Absolutely. I think everybody should go at least once, if they can. Yeah, they get very busy, don't they? The higher number you go, because obviously there's 9 people in that card. And 10 in there. So there's some look like, at the top, like spirits maybe, or... I'm looking forward to getting to the coin suit. I love the coin suit. That 9 of swords is what kept me from buying the deck. Who was that woman drowning? Who was that woman drowning? 9 of swords. I think, oh yeah, it looks like, are they pushing them under the water or trying to pull them out? I think they are pushing somebody under the water. It looks like a man, although it's just like a head. Oh no, the body's down the side. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think the little book, with it being Los Scarabeo, will go into much details. Swords. 9. Oh, there's quite a bit written on here. Sickness, disasters, every kind of misfortune, cruelty. While drowning... Oh, I'm not reading that. I'm not going to read that out. That would be too triggering, what it is that they're drowning. So, yeah, I'm not going to read that out. So the coins... So the backgrounds have a very similar, it's like they're filling the same scene, aren't they? But it's through different seasons. Because look at the tree on the top of this mountain or this cliff. It's in full bloom. But then here it's barren. And then we move further along. It's not in the background now. Yeah, some of the miners are going more in numbers, like playing cards. I agree. And the people go up in number, like the symbol of the suit. It's very unusual. Yeah, there's 9 at the bottom, and then I do find it intriguing. Chalice Well was lovely. So that's Dante Tarot by Lo Scarabeo. What are your thoughts? We sat on the tour for hours. It was lovely up there. So I went up on my own last year, and Sandra decided to sit it out at the cottage, and I went up for sunset, which I've never done before. I've always gone up for sunrise. And I was up there for a good couple of hours, I think. Very cold, very windy and cold. But I'll probably go up for sunrise this time. That's amazing. Always amazing. You have to get up very early though, in the summer. The Grail Tarot is pretty too. I was reminded of it for one of the cards. You'll have to do a Cornwall. I'd love to go to Cornwall. Really do want to go to Cornwall. Maybe one day I will. I want to go to the Witchcraft Museum. The miners are a mixture of pips with diary life, like the Scapini deck. Adam says, I've been away from the UK for so long that when I end up going back, it will be alien to me. It's funny when you leave your place of origin and blend with a new place fully. So when was the last time you visited the UK, Adam? I think it's a very readable deck. I like it. Went up midday. Tarot Noir. Sunrise will be about 5 a.m. in a couple of weeks. Yeah, I can remember the times when I did go in August. I think it was a little bit later because obviously that was mid to end of August when we used to do the tarot meetups. I think we used to have to get up there for about 6 or something like that then, but I went only once in 20 years, in 2017, and I was only to go to Diane Cuppa Meditation Conference. Wow. Wookie Hole, I went there last year, which was so awesome in the heat wave, as it was 11 degrees inside there. Wow. Nice and cool. Did you see the witch's profile in the big cave? I really enjoyed Wookie Hole. I'd highly recommend it. Did you end up walking through the mirror maze? That just spaced me out. I lost all kind of bearings. I was like, I don't know how we're going to get out of this. What's Wookie Hole? Wookie Hole is a set of caves. And they're supposed to be witches' caves. There's a whole theme around witches. There's a whole theme around dinosaurs and all, but I found it quite gimmicky for kids. But there's one where there's a picture of, not a picture of a witch, but like a within the rock formation. Let me see if I can find it on the Amazon photos. When would I have gone? End of October, winter. So if I move it down, October 2025. Yeah, here we are. Here's Glastonbury. Yeah, this is. Let's see if I can. Don't know if you'll see it clearly or not. Let me make it bigger. There is an eye. Do you see the eye? The nose, the mouth, the pointy chin. She's wearing like a hat. Do you see the side profile of the witch? But it was really cool. Oh, here's a close-up one that I did. And with the lighting in there, it's quite, when you stand, because it's huge, when you stand at the foot of it, it's like, wow. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. But Wookey Hole, it's only about a 15-20 minute drive from Glastonbury in a town called Wells. Wells is nice to visit as well, and Wells Cathedral. So, love a good cave. I'd love to visit. I love going to haunted locations. It's beautiful inside, yeah. Okay, what else? Another thing to show you is, I've had this for a while. The Lotteria. Now, I do have, it's based on the Mexican Lotteria. Now, I picked that up in the art, the museum, the art gallery. I keep calling it a museum. When I went with my friend a couple of weeks ago. Oh, I'm dropping things now. So again, my friend Ramon made this deck for me a few years ago, and this is the La Lotteria Mexicana. And again, it's a lottery game, but one that can be used for divination. But obviously, because he made it, there's no book for it. Now, he did give me a printout or sent me a link, but he'd put extra cards in, and there was only the original. So I thought, well, that's great. But then I was pulling cards where there was no description for. You stayed at Wells this year. Yeah, Moonstone Cottage is now private rented. El Mundo. La Rosa. I'll have to tell. Well, I'll show on the video anyway what our accommodation's like this year. It's a little apartment we've got just off the high street. Rana. Yeah, so I really like that. And then I saw that they've got this version in the gallery. It was really cheap. It was like £10. Ramon is really talented. Ramon is talented. Everything he turns his hand to. I've not seen him put anything out for a while. I'll have to check in on him. Trouble is I'll send him a message and it could be a couple of months before he sees them. I don't think he's that into social media to, like messages and things like that. So it's like I sent him a happy birthday message months ago and I don't think he's read it yet. But I can remember when I went to New York and he kept saying, if you come, let me know because I'd love to meet up. And so I was like, yeah, I'm coming to New York. And then I was like, yeah, I'm in New York. I'm here. And he wasn't seeing any of the messages. And then he was live while I was in New York. So I was like, Ramon, I'm in New York. And he still didn't see it. So I had to ask somebody, I've got to go, but can you let Ramon know that I'm in New York? Anyway, it happened. He came and he met with me and Robin on the Monday that I was there. So it was great to spend some time with him. He's only been on with Bobby and his other friend, Celia. Yeah, I've seen that. Okay, so I don't know what this is going to be like. Because it was really cheap. It's a Hay House deck. Cheryl, have you got this one? I haven't seen it on your Insta, and I've never seen it before. But I saw that it says Soulful Remedies and Affirmations from Mexican Loteria with a 54 card deck and guidebook. So I thought, right, a guidebook. So it might even be, I mean, I know the artwork's going to be different probably, but I thought it might be that I could even use this for Ramon's deck. And it gives you the translation. So La Botella, the bottle. And then it gives you keywords, celebration, containment, and then you get your message. Over the years, this Lotteria card has depicted bottles carrying various contents like ketchup, soda, vinegar, and quite often liquor. So it gives you the history, and then it gives you in another light for each of the cards. I might even show, oh, I like the backs. The backs are pretty cool, aren't they? I like that. Write them down in a note, but the cardstock is really nice actually. So we have The Rooster. So it gives you the original title and then the English translation. Here's the devil, the little devil. So let's have a look at the OG. Where have I put it? We'll find the devil in this. I'll do a little bit of a comparison. And I think there might have been different versions because, as it said, you know, the bottle, some have ketchup. Like this one, it's ketchup. So I'll leave that one out. And then when we get to that card, let's find we'll keep the death one out as well. And we'll find the devil. It's a heartache. No, I'm singing Bonnie Tyler now. Okay. Of course, it's going to be right at the end. See, I'm on card 60. It's done like 81 cards. So that's why. Okay. So it's the same coloration. It is a different design. So this is the devil card here. And then this is what it looks like in this deck. Which is still cool. We have the lady. Yeah, cardstock is really nice. The gentleman. It's a lovely matte cardstock. It's quite thick. I love the backs. And like I said, this was dirt cheap. The umbrella. The new devil's been to the gym more. Mermaid. This is the first time I've had to open this. I bet I picked this up about a month ago. Maybe even a little bit more. Ladder. So the bottle in this one is the message in a bottle. Whereas it's ketchup in that version. I want to say the original version, but I don't have the authority to know whether it was the original or not. So, the tree. We have the melon. I don't know if you want me to show them all. I might just pick out some. Okay, so we have the dead. Again, it's using very similar colours. So you can see it's inspired. We have the addition here of the sun pouring into a hole. Its rays are pouring into a hole. Let's have a look what the book 14. Interesting, it's 14, not 13. I know it's not tarot, but Lamerte's sickle looms over us all, never far away, always in arm's reach, whilst mainstream Western culture meets death with sentiments of denial, fear and dread. Mexican culture and law treat this inevitability with humour and a light heart. The living makes offerings to the dead, acknowledging the thin veil between our worlds and the ability to reach across realms. I'm just trying to see if it describes the symbolism on the cards. In another light, this card could signify the death of something in your life, as in the resolution of a problem or the end of a relationship. Mourning any loss is important on our healing path, but just as we must not fear death, we cannot be afraid to create change in our own lives or to walk away from situations that no longer are invigorating. Yeah, so it doesn't explain the sun, but it's like the rays of the sun is going into this black hole, isn't it? It's almost like our joy is being sucked off because of the our kind of denial or fear. We have the pear. Like I said, I'll just show a few. The heron. It's nice though, I like it. Oh. So the addition of a face in the moon card, because I saw that one, and I think it was just like a moon. Yeah. But again, it's using the same colour palettes. I mean, it's got a face, but this is more of a human face. What are you thinking to it? Is this something you could use? The drunk. The melon. Oh, I like the star card. The star card's nice. The world, very Charles Atlas. David's not a fan of it. The scorpion, the rose, the skull. I like the deer. It's beautiful. There's the frog. Loving the hunks in the world card. The Charles Atlas type. Yeah, so, I mean, for what I paid for it, I'm glad I got it, because it's really good quality. Really nice. So that's that. Pop that there. And then, where have I put the bag? Underneath. I also wanted to show you, Cheryl sent me in the box for spotlight, she put a couple of gifts in, and I've not opened them yet, so I thought I'd open them now. So there's these two circular decks. She's put up 3 gifts. So the first one is called Folia, and she sent me these because she sent me a wooden box, but they weren't deep enough to fit a tarot deck, so she was hoping that they would take something like this. So this is Arcana Folia. Well, that's nice. Listen to the whispers, let them guide you. Beautiful presentation. Who's this by? Oh, it's US Games. That'd be why. You get a little book. It's quite a nice little size, actually. What's people's thoughts on circular decks? Do you use them? I mean, they're not new, are they? I mean, you know, the Mother Piece Tarot, been out for years. It's edged in black, which is nice. So these have words and phrases on them. So as you can see here, we've got creativity, use your imagination. I mean, they're pretty. I like the fact that the colours are on a dark background. I'm loving circular decks. I do not have one circular deck. I like circular decks. I struggle to shuffle circular decks well, but I adore the Cantergy. Yeah, Cantergy is brilliant. So these are, I mean, I'm not really into flora and fauna type cards. That's not my bag. They're pretty. The only circular deck I have been tempted by is that black and white one. That shadowy. Oh, Gorgon. Yeah, Gorgon's Tarot. Yeah, I have that one. Epiphany. We've got like a Hermit style lantern there. They're a nice size. Warrior Spirit. We have a wheel here for change. What's it say at the bottom? Fear is not a good advisor. Oh, that's so true. What was it? Oh, there's a quote once I heard, something about worry is praying for something you don't want. And I thought, yeah, it's true. Slow and steady wins the race. The snail there. Aren't circular decks awkward to lay out in a spread? Not really. And lots of people kind of read them directionally as well, because we have a circular which is leaning towards the other. So for spreads, they can be quite useful, I think. Whether it's leaning towards or leaning away from. Opportunity. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty. Not sure. Well, we'll see. I was going to say, I'm not sure. Because with plant decks, I tend not to. But this is quite cute as well. And I like the fact that it's on this black background. They do stand out. I like the art. Somebody else just said I do love the art. It is a pretty deck for certain. And then this one I've been really looking forward to seeing. This is the Enchanted Wheel. Was this originally a larger deck and it's come out in a mini? Enchanted Wheel Oracle invites you to embark on a journey of self-discovery, elemental connection, and timeless wisdom. Focusing on the Celtic Wheel of the Year, this oracle is based on specific portal days and goddess teachings from the mystical land of Avalon. Talking of going to Glastonbury. The Enchanted Wheel brings solar events and cardinal directions into focus, helping us navigate our own spiritual pathways, embrace the sacred wisdom of the seasons, and deepen your connection with the natural world. 54 round cards with hand-painted imagery and keywords, plus a 128-page book. Oh yes. Wow, that is a chunky book. You get 2 pages for each image. This is a lovely edging. Is that grey or is it like a pale blue? It's like a silvery blue. That's really nice. That's pretty. These are the backs. Yeah. So this artwork really appeals to me. So we have the Wheel of the Year as the first card, and you can see the 8 Sabbats here. From Yule, Imbolc, Ostara. Yeah, they're all there. North, the winter solstice. These would be great to put on a little stand on the altar as well. I've got one of these. That would be quite nice, wouldn't it? I like the artwork for this one. Might leave that out to remind me to do it. So we have the air element. That's beautiful. Kaliak. Those stands are great, yeah. It's on list to buy. The Mighty Owl. The Feather Smudge Fan. I've got one of them. I've just realised we have Imbolc here. I've just realised the time as well. Sorry, this is normally the time I'm finishing. This hour and a half has flown by. Oh, and I've still got the carpool to do. We've got the flat fire element. Oh, the hair, look at that. That's beautiful. Oh, I like this. Beltane. Rhiannon. They're all colour coded as well for each of the Sabbats. So we have the summer solstice, which is the water element. Lady of the Lake, look, and we've got the Tor in the background. And then we have the Chalice Well. Gorgeous. Lammas. We have Ellen of the Ways. Might have to take this to Avalon with me. Sunflower Fairy. We have the Autumn Equinox and the Earth element. And the animal for that is the fox. The plant is mugwort. So you get the associations with those Sabbats as well. Mushroom Sprite. And then we have Samhain, which is Ceridwen. The animal is the bat, the sickle, raven. We have Morgan Le Fay and Centaur. Love that. That is a great little deck for working with the Wheel of the Year like that. The book looks like it's going to be an interesting read as well. So thank you, Cheryl, for sending them over as gifts. Really appreciate it. And if you like them, then obviously Cheryl stocks these over at Oneness Emporium. I'm going to pull a tarot tile for our card of the week in the Hermit's Cave Facebook group. Oh, we have a major and we have the Hanged Man. So, face this week with patience and not pressure. This isn't the time to force things. If there is something in particular where you're feeling that progress in a certain area is slow, or you're starting to feel that a project you're working on is becoming stagnant, you're not feeling the same sort of enthusiasm, and it's become a little bit stale, then take the opportunity to pause. And when you pause and you reflect and you take that step back, then being present as well. Because sometimes when people thinking about pausing, it's about kind of switching off. Pausing and reflecting, but staying present in the moment gives us some time, that clarity that we need. Because when we're going headlong into something and we're focusing on what it is that we're getting frustrated about because we're not getting the progress, and we're trying to push and we put ourselves under pressure, then it can become very chaotic and it doesn't go in the way we want it to anyway. So be present, take the opportunity to pause and reflect, and you'll start to see things differently. But with that will come the clarity that's needed to then be able to refocus and move forward. So if that resonates with you for the week ahead, then that's something that perhaps we need to remember to do. Anyway, thank you everyone for being here, for hanging out with me. It's just been a kind of I didn't have time really with everything that's been happening to plan anything in particular, so I thought we'd just hang out, we'd have a bit of a chat, we'll do a proper Cuppa catch up and cards this week. If you can join us tomorrow over at Tarot Map on Kash's channel, 6 p.m. her time, 7 p.m. UK time, which is 2 p.m. Eastern time if you're in the States, then I'll be over there and we'll be looking back over the last 10 years or so of YouTube, going down memory lane. All right, hopefully you'll be able to join us there. Thanks everyone, have a great rest of your weekend, and until next time, go in peace. Namaste and blessed be.